Hello, and welcome to Let My People Eat, a podcast that provides satisfying talk about kosher nutrition. Here we clear through the clutter of nutrition speak, arm you with the clarity and confidence to eat, feel, and be your healthiest every day. I am Jill Sharfman, a board-certified holistic nutritionist living in Los Angeles.
And I'm Dr. Andrea Moskowitz, a neuroscientist and psychiatrist in Los Angeles. I use my training and experience to integrate positive lifestyle changes into my patients' lives.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, Jill. How's it going?
It is going well. Right now we're recording this episode, and I hope by the time it airs, it will all be done. But we're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. We are just, it's really crazy what's going on out there right now. People are freaking out. I have to tell you, one of the things that has helped me actually is I've increased my usage of CBD just to calm my anxiety.
Yes, we talked about that.
Get the elephant off my chest.
Right.
Now that my daughter's home from New York,
that's better.
A few weeks early. I'm just really happy that she's here. I can relax a little bit more. But we've been wanting to do a CBD episode for a while.
Right.
And here is a voicemail we received that actually prompted this. So here we go.
Hi, Jill and Andrea. I'm starting to see more and more CBD products out there, but I don't really know what they do. What exactly are the benefits of CBD? Can I get high from ingesting it? It seems to be advertised as a cure-all, but I don't know. Is it really worth the hype? Thank you so much. Razel.
All right. So that's the number one question I get about CBD.
Right.
Is it get you high? So we've invited today Seth Shaw, who's the Chief Executive Officer of Toriga Sciences, and he has a product called Tori Gum. Tori Gum is infused with 10 milligrams of CBD in each piece of gum and certified kosher by the Star K. This organic and vegan gum has a unique delivery system of CBD because it is absorbed through the oral mucosa in your mouth, and we'll explain why that's important. It does not go through your digestive system in order to be absorbed. This technology is patented and unique to Tori Gum. There's no other CBD gum like it on the market. And he has different flavors, peppermint, blood orange, pomegranate on the website. I will put a link to the website on our podcast episode. And if you listen to the end of the episode, we actually have a code that you can use for a percentage off and free shipping. Welcome to Let My People Eat.
Hi, this is Seth Shaw. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Toriga Sciences, Inc. We're a life sciences company. We're a publicly traded OTCQB listed. Our symbol is TAUG, and our main product line is a CBD-infused chewing gum product line branded as Torigum. We do have one CBG or cannabidiol-infused product also as our fourth flavor, but we'll focus on the CBD or cannabidiol-infused version of our product, which, of course, has the three flavors, mint, blood orange, and pomegranate.
Okay, great. So I think, first of all, what we should talk about is what cannabidiol is.
Right.
It's one of the many active compounds found in the cannabis plant. Now, there's something else called tetrahydrocannabinol, which is shortened to THC. That's another active compound, and the one that is most well known as pot, marijuana, because of its psychoactive properties. That's the one that gets you high. So, Seth, the gum does not have the THC in it, correct?
That's correct. Our chewing gum has zero THC. In all of our testing, it's noted as ND or non-detectable, which means zero. Legally speaking, you can use a tiny bit known as trace amounts of THC in edible products. The Farm Bill allows for 0.3%. or 1/333rd by dry weight composition to actually be THC. We chose not to use any THC for ethical reasons, for insurance reasons, and we were interested in providing our customers with CBD as a supplement, so we did not want to add any THC. So ours has no THC, is drug test safe, and without question, we think it's the best way to develop products at this time.
Great. So it gives you the CBD gives you the medical benefits and without that stone feeling that goes in hand with THC. And I think you said something very important, that it's drug test safe. so that if somebody is using your product or another CBD product, that they don't have to worry that if they do get called in for a drug test, that anything questionable from your product will show up. I don't know about other things.
One thing I did want to mention, though,
Yeah.
It's very, so our chewing gum is classified as a supplement chewing gum. In the same way someone would buy a ginseng sucking candy to get ginseng. Ours is simply what we believe to be an advanced and superior delivery system. Obviously, it's a much better absorption system where your oral mucosa or sublingual absorption, the oral mucosa in your mouth will absorb any type of functional supplement in a more efficient manner than your digestive tract. But we do not make any treatment claims or medicinal claims unless you have a clinical trial that has yielded data. It's somewhat unethical to say this treats that, or that treats that, or this is a cure for that. Even if you have testimonials and all kinds of anecdotal stories and anecdotal cases, it's better to actually not make claims unless you actually do have clinical data. But we're lucky in this industry. This is the only industry I know where the consumers know more about it than the producers in a way. And the consumers already know why they want it, and we provide it as a supplement. But we don't make any claims, though. We don't market it as medicine or a treatment for something, simply as a supplement chewing gum.
Got it.
So I'm so glad that you said that. I'm a physician. I'm a child and adolescent psychiatrist, actually. And, there are, CBD has been claimed to cure everything or to help everything, which is probably not the case. So can you speak just briefly, if you don't mind, about which uses there is some good research for?
So I can speak. We have a number of testimonials, some of which are on our Instagram page, which is at Tauri_gum. So at TAURI_GUM. That's our Instagram page. Right. Our testimonials will be anything from somebody who uses it with psoriatic arthritis, that person believes it helped. I use it for muscle tension in my neck. It helps me, but even though it helps me, I can't say it treats muscle tension. I can say, me personally, it helps me, but there's a difference between saying that it helps me and saying that it's a treatment.
Exactly.
We are running a clinical trial. In fact, today we announced that we actually filed a patent for a pharmaceutical grade version of our product. I should correct that and say we're planning to run a clinical trial because we don't yet have a contractual partner yet, but we're working on that with a major university. Our trial will be for a much higher concentration version of Tauri gum with 80 milligrams of CBD isolate instead of 10 milligrams and a couple other components that I can't really disclose yet.
Okay.
And that will be tested to see if it regulates nausea or treats nausea for specifically chemotherapy patients or patients that are undergoing ongoing chemotherapy treatment. If that does prove to work after a rigorous clinical trial, a double-blind placebo-based study, then we can say our pharmaceutical grade version of Tauri gum successfully regulated nausea for chemotherapy patients. But that requires clinical data. So you don't want to ever cross the ethical line of that. A lot of companies do it. I believe it's very wrong. Even in this case, it wouldn't kill someone. There have been cases in the past where someone has made claims that are unsubstantiated, and then some patients used unproven treatments instead of proven treatments with terrible, disastrous results. So you never want to be on the wrong side of the ethical line in any aspect of life.
Yeah,
especially
Andrea is applauding you right now. As
yes,
you can't
hear it, but
I'm
applauding you.
There are studies very good studies. So things like
seizures.
Sure, absolutely correct.
Arthritis
for some pain.
There is an approved. There's actually an approved drug for anti-seizures.
Right, that just came out.
A lot of our testimonials, believe it or not, are from people with arthritis. A number of them are.
Right.
We also have a number of testimonials from patients that were taking chemotherapy. That's how this idea
in
the first place, kind of accidentally through some testimonials we were getting. And then it is pretty well known from a number of medical journals and a number of peer review articles that probably the number one most potent medicinal value of CBD is probably nausea regulation, is my opinion, after researching this extensively. I'm not saying that because of our testimonials. I'm saying that based on my own extensive research, but I believe that to be true, which is why we're going to spend, in all likelihood, millions of dollars testing a pharmaceutical grade version for that purpose. So I do believe, though, that nausea regulation is a medicinal property of CBD. I do believe that.
Right. Okay. No, that's great.
That makes sense.
That's very good to hear. When people take the gum, is it one piece is the dosage, 2 pieces? What is the recommendation there?
We would generally say chew 1 piece at a time. Some people chew 2 pieces at a time, or 1 piece twice a day. Each piece of gum is proprietary, kosher and certified, and vegan formulated, all natural flavor. 10 milligrams of CBD isolate for each piece of gum. So somebody could chew 5 pieces at a time. We wouldn't recommend it. You can't really control what somebody does if they wanted 50 milligrams.
Right.
But we do say to chew 1 piece at a time for 10 or 15 minutes. And we say nobody under the age of 18 should use our product. It's once again, take the more conservative. You'd rather be more conservative than have to do a recall under duress.
Right. So can we talk a little bit more in layman's terms about, because we keep on throwing out the words oral mucosa and things like that. Like, why is the gum such a good delivery system?
It's a great delivery system because the human body absorbs any type of supplement better through sublingual absorption or
sublingual means under the tongue for people who know, because
basically your mouth.
Right. The mouth is full of tiny capillaries that absorb compounds very quickly.
Right.
So,
and then it goes right into your bloodstream.
The digestive tract has a lot of hydrochloric acid. It's a far less efficient way to absorb any type of supplement. The bioavailability is a scientific term, is much lower through the digestive tract than through sublingual. So our bioavailability from our delivery system is superior. That's something that we're comfortable to say. Right.
I mean, people can also get the same effect using the carrier oil CBD also. So the CBD from the plant that's combined with an oil sublingually would also work the same way. I know that's not a product you carry, but I'm saying that could also work the same way.
No question.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, and again, it just bypasses the digestive system. So it's different than somebody taking a capsule of something which is degraded by the time it gets to do its work. It's not going to work as quickly or as well as if somebody is taking something in their mouth. So,
also, I just want to ask also, because I know one of the issues also is, when you take an orally, like if you take a gummy or, whatever, is that there can be a lot of variation in from day to day and how much you absorb, depending on other features. Is there a lot of dose to dose? You may not know this, but dose to dose difference with using the gum?
No, it's quite standardized. It's one of the technological feats we were able to achieve, that we were able to uniformly distribute the CBD isolate throughout the production base, and that.
I meant in terms of your absorption. Like if you chew a piece, today versus 2 days from now, will you for the same amount of time? Let's say, will you basically absorb the same amount of CBD each time?
I would say yes to that.
Okay, great. So that's different than the oral.
Yeah, I wasn't sure exactly what you meant, but
I got it. Yeah.
So I also just want to back up a little bit because I think people have this fear. It's an irrational fear, really, about using CBD. I think a lot are nervous about it, but your body does make its own cannabinoids. And if somebody ever had a runner's high or singing out loud to their favorite song, that's the work of the endocannabinoid system. Yep. Now, when plants make this compound, that's called phytocannabinoids, and that's what we're talking about. So I think it's important to realize our body produces these, and they are neurotransmitters that bind to the receptors in our nervous system, and that's how CBD works. So that's how it reduces inflammation and interacts with our neurotransmitters. So, Seth, CBD is generally considered safe, right? Are there any adverse reactions that you've seen?
We have not experienced any complaints whatsoever. I personally believe that it's safe. Okay. Otherwise, I would not have developed this product line. However, the FDA is a little bit. They've recently come out with a more benign tone towards CBD edibles.
Right.
But the FDA has voiced some concerns in the past about potential unknown long-term side effects of taking CBD edibles. So I'm going to defer and say I probably am better off not saying this is safe because once again, it's an ethical line, and I'm going to always choose to be the most conservative. I'm sorry. I thought I closed my emails. I don't know why.
That's okay.
But I would take the very conservative approach at this and state that I would follow what the FDA says. I believe it's safe, but I can't answer, yes, it is safe.
Okay. And also say, like, people who are taking medications, especially, there could be some interaction. You
want to consult your physician under all circumstances for any type of supplement, not just CBD.
Right.
It's a good rule of thumb.
Right. Okay, Seth. So any other information, we'll talk about your gum specifically, but any other information about, people trying to start the process, trying to dip their toe into the CBD pond, like any other information you want to share with our audience?
Well, I would say that when you're looking at the space, you really want to buy products that are manufactured in a safe, high-quality manner where there are quality control protocols in place, where there is an insurance policy, because insurance companies will not ever insure something that is considered dangerous or not manufactured properly. You'll want to see certificates of analysis to show the composition and chemistry of each production batch. We took it a step further. We actually decided to get to a California compliance certification, which is 5 pages of testing. We also established a QR code system. We have a QR landing page website, TaurigaQRcode.com, TaurigaQRcode.com, which has all of our certifications, including our California compliance certification and everything else. It's important to make sure that you know what is in each product you're buying. And, anyone who has something to hide, you would not want to purchase that from that company.
And I also just want to point out, the gum is pretty affordable, but people who are going and buying CBD, because of everything Seth just said, all the testing and everything that he's gone through to make sure that this is a quality product, causes, CBD is not cheap.
It's not. It shouldn't be cheap.
It shouldn't be cheap.
Watch out.
And we do have a code for you for the Tory gum, but if you're buying CBD and it seems very inexpensive, that should raise red flags immediately for you.
Right.
So that's a great point. Yeah. In fact, the actual C of A, or the independent laboratory testing, does cost a significant amount of money. If you were to take your insurance policy and divide it by each pack, it's not a huge amount of money. I'd say maybe it's 11 or 12 cents a pack, but it is an expense. We also have a packaging which has all of the information on it. We use a tamper-proof foil blister pack, which is a little bit more expensive. And, we do not cut any corners. We use all natural flavors. And, we feel that our product, it tastes great. Really, texture's excellent. We had to reformulate it a number of times to get it right. And we decided before launching it, we wanted to differentiate our brand. So we were able to obtain a kosher certification and a vegan formulation. And, we built it in a manner where it would be great, in my opinion, very safe, ethical, and it would not preclude any major demographic group from being customers. Right. By being kosher and vegan, very few people in this world cannot buy something that's kosher and vegan. It's like what I call the least common denominator.
Yeah.
Anyone who eats meat can buy something that's vegan, but not vice versa.
Correct. Right. Yeah, well, I'm excited. I know some is on its way to me right now.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I can't wait to try it and report back and let everybody know, because I am a fan of using CBD. Okay, so here's some resources. The website is Taurigum, TAURIGUM.com. Seth, what was the Instagram again?
So the e-commerce site is, as you said, Taurigum.com, TAURIGUM.com. The Instagram is at TAURI_GUM.
GUM.
And
Okay.
then, of course, I had mentioned our QR code landing page is TaurigaQRcode.com. Our company is called Tauriga Sciences, Inc., TAURIGA, but our gum product is called Taurigum.
Got it.
TAURIGUM.
Great. Okay. And
Great.
now for our listeners, thank you, Seth. You've given us a
Thank
code.
you.
The code is kosher18. That will
All
give
capital.
you all capitals. Okay. Kosher18, all capitals. That will give you 18% off each package of gum.
Nice. That's cute.
And
free
shipping.
Yay.
Yes. So, so we are excited to try that. We're excited to offer our listeners the opportunity for them to go and try it. So go ahead, look up all those resources. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at Jill Scharfman. We want to also thank our engineer, Mike Casantini at the Network Studios. And thank you, Seth,
Thank you so much, Seth.
for coming on
Thank you guys
and
for having
talking
me,
to us.
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
For having me. I really appreciate it.
it was great. Thank you so much.
Everybody stay safe, and we'll get
You
through this
too.
difficult period.
Yep.
And everybody, I wish everybody nothing but the best. And it's a tough time, but we'll all get through it together.
Yes.
Okay.
Amen.
Amen.
Thanks.
Take care.
My pleasure.
And that is it for this episode of Let My People Eat. Please visit our website at letmypeopleeat.com and leave us a comment. Get in touch at our email at podcast@letmypeopleeat.com or call us at 317-659-0004. Post on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook with the hashtag #LetMyPeopleEatPodcast. If you like this show, please make sure to leave us a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Tell your friends and family, and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts.
And please remember that although we are certified professionals, this is not a medical advice podcast. No content, posts, or comments should be interpreted as professional guidance. Always speak to your own health practitioner about making the right life changes for you.
Until next time, I am Jill Scharfman.
And I'm Andrea Moskowitz.
Thanks for joining us.
And go in good health.